A lot of analysts are now saying that the Bitcoin bottom is in, and it could be one of the perfect times to buy. We're going to be talking about it in the video today, so if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for understanding that YouTube is now run by AI, so we got to be as careful as possible. It is allowing general discussions about crypto, NFTs, blockchain technology, news, and so on. That's all that this video is. We're going to be going over this article right here that talks about whether or not Bitcoin bottom is in, because Morgan Stanley and Citibank are accumulating as sentiment finally seems to have hit rock bottom. Now, nobody can determine what happens for sure. Nobody knows the future with any level of certainty, but we can make decisions based on what is currently happening, what the metrics are saying, and that's what we're going to be going over in the video today. It says it feels like the sky is falling again, doesn't it? If you've been watching the charts closely, you've seen lately that Bitcoin's price is aggressively moving towards the $60,000 level, testing the nerves of even the most seasoned veterans. That familiar knot in your stomach is a shared experience right now as retail investors rush for the exit, but not institutions. It says the fear and greed index bouncing between 10 and 14 has finally moved up today to a level of 16 as the recovery is happening. But it goes on to say that there's a twist. While the crowd is panicking, the biggest players on Wall Street are quietly doing the exact opposite. They're accumulating while others are fearful. Guys, this is not just something people say. It's very hard to do. It's very hard to ignore your emotions and honestly do the exact opposite of what your emotions say to do. When prices are falling, people panic. They want to sell. They want to get out. They want to be safe. But it's the time that they should be accumulating, and institutions know this. For example, Morgan Stanley is playing a much longer game. A Bloomberg report confirmed the banking giant is taking significant steps to deepen its involvement in the crypto ecosystem. Specifically, Morgan Stanley Bitcoin strategies are shifting from simple access to active financial utility, with filings suggesting moves into lending and yield-generating products. Incredible. It goes on to say that Bitcoin institutional adoption is accelerating in the shadows, suggesting this volatility might not be a crash, but a calculated opportunity for smart money to buy the dip. And guys, to be completely honest with you, in my opinion, this is an opinion, it's very speculative because nobody knows why prices are moving. If you look at all of the macroeconomics and, I got to put fundamentals in quotes because there's no fundamentals to cryptocurrency. It's not like they're out there generating revenue and so on. Or they're companies that you can value. We are seeing such growth in institutional adoption, but we're seeing some of the lowest levels of confidence, the highest levels of extreme fear that we have ever seen before. It seems to me to be manufactured, right? And I would agree with this article. It seems to be manufactured so that institutions, governments, whales, and so on can go on and load up while retail investors panic and quit. It says macroeconomist here has pointed out that these institutional moves often happen exactly when sentiment is the lowest. By building the infrastructure now, the bank is effectively betting that client demand will remain robust for years, regardless of this week's price action. Now, we're already seeing cryptocurrency prices bounce back beautifully here. A 5% daily gain in Bitcoin, 5% gain in Solana. We're starting to see what we need to see in order to potentially hit a bottom. Now, I don't know if we've hit a bottom or not, but what I do know is I am accumulating. Yes, I am buying more Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all of the major altcoins, and I'm doing so in places like Best Wallet. You guys got a link for this down in the description below if you want to check it out. Absolutely free and very easy to use. But I'm also accumulating cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin Hyper. This is a brand new token that is creating a layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin, the largest blockchain in the world. And these guys have done a phenomenal job raising $31.6 million over the last several months. They've done this. This is how the layer 2 is going to work here. But they've done this while everybody is afraid, scared out of their minds, and they can still raise almost $32 million. This is a true testament to their strength. So if you're interested in accumulating it as well, you got links for everything down in the description below. Let me know what you end up thinking. Let me know if you're excited. Let me know if this is optimism. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.